The audacity is that someone should have said, stop it, stop. Are you effing kidding me? And they should have dropped that F-bomb, right?
I think what most struck me, Anderson, was significant revisionist history from Senator Vance on the subject of Obamacare on January 6th.
And the J.D. Vance, who's on the debate stage, and he put on a great performance tonight. I think he was very, very good. He came out there, he wanted to be reasonable, he wanted to be cordial, and he probably profited from that.
J.D. Vance just put one little toothpick on top of the other and said, and I'm for this, and I'm for this, and I'm so sorry those women died. They died because of Donald Trump.
Yeah, Vance definitely put forward his best version of himself yesterday, and frankly aided by Governor Walz, who the two men were so civil that Walz almost normalized Vance.
I actually think if you're a woman, that might be the worst moment J.D. Vance had, because he was going to mansplain right over that mute button. I think that a lot of women in positions of authority that should command respect just by virtue of that dynamic will see themselves in some dude that disrespected them.
The other thing about J.D. Vance is that he's a better liar than Donald Trump. He wraps it up in prettier ribbon with a bigger bow and does it with such a straight face and does it so effortlessly.
If one were just going by traditional debate scoring, and again, that's not what this is, J.D. Vance would have won the night.
I think the civility that we saw tonight may be a mistake by Democrats, quite frankly. I think Democrats were livid about what's going on in Springfield. I think Walz missed an opportunity to really push the racial insensitivity there. There was a sense of trying to be affable, as John said.
J.D. Vance tried to do one thing, and he focused on it. He tried to be Tim Walz. He tried to be the nice guy.
But coming out of it, I hope that they free Tim Walz and put him out there and let him be rusty at times and make mistakes and hug football players and cry and be funny sometimes. That's the magic. That's why he's on the ticket.
He never used the word weird. That Tim Walz is on the ticket because he kept talking about how J.D. Vance and Donald Trump and Republicans are weird, and he never used that last night.
If I were Walz, I would have delivered that line about Tiananmen Square, that answer in Chinese, and it would have been more understandable than the one he gave.
Listen, do I think Josh Shapiro maybe would have been a more formidable opponent up there with J.D. Vance? Absolutely. That's just simply a fact. It took Walz a while to get his footing in this debate.
I think the debate probably in the long run, even though Vance was a really good liar, and even though he tried to be really nice, I think it's probably a wash.
Watching Tim Walz, what I thought about was when he emerged onto the scene, we all probably interviewed him 5 times during Veep Stakes. He propelled himself single-handedly into Veep Stakes, right? He became the running mate because of their chemistry, but also because he was so effective at connecting people authentically and organically on television.